Hey, so it's been a really long time, and I've been a gone away. I have a lot to tell about that, and a lot of stories that are relevant. Sorry, I gotta get this thing straightened out. Okay, so I have a lot of stories to tell that are relevant to this being gone away thing, but this is mostly for me. I don't know if it'll ever see the light of day besides me. I've been somebody else since early October of 2017. Or I'm sorry, 2018. And my life has been somebody else's life. I don't even recognize the person that's living for me. My personality, my character, who I am deep inside, all the things that are me that people, if you ask people, well, who's Wade, and they told you all the stuff about me, all of that is in a jar next to my bed in my bedroom. I have no, like all of me is sitting in a storage jar, and the rest of this is just a shell that's just surviving and healing, I guess. So here I am, and I really don't know. I'm going to come back into public life soon, and I really don't know who I am. I mean, here I am, but who is me? I just have a real odd feeling about. I'm excited to come back. I'm excited to be doing something. I want to get my life straightened around. I want to get some, big things done. Tomorrow, I'm going to the doctor to get, hopefully, get weaned off of all of my antidepressant, anxiety, and all that other kind of medicine for that, and pain meds. I hope to get off 6 different pills tomorrow. Maybe not off of them, but to wean off of them starting tomorrow. And I expect to be I expect to be depressed and in a lot of pain. But I'm interested and excited to do that because there needs to be a new me. I don't like the life I've lived in the last year. I don't even recognize me for the most part. So that's where I'm at. And like I said, there's nothing. I can't change right now. Just snap my fingers and change the stuff that's, I've been really damaged this whole year with post-traumatic stress and this whole anxiety thing and compassion fatigue and those things. I never thought about them being so serious. But they really are serious. They really are a big deal. And I just, someone told me they had PTSD. I believed them, but I didn't really understand what that was. And when someone told me they had compassion fatigue, I didn't know at all what that was. I do now, and I can identify with a lot of things. But it's not just those two things I can identify. I can identify with all different kinds of depression. And currently, I have clinical depression, which includes PTSD and compassion fatigue. And I've been dealing with that for a year, a little over a year. It's time to be done with that. I'm not saying that I can just snap my fingers and be done, but it's time. And in so saying, it's time to come back into public life and to do what I was born to do. Don't know exactly how that's going to work out, but I can tell you that anything that was Roots Above, officially, as in the organization Roots Above, is on hold indefinitely. It may not ever come back as Roots Above. But, welcome to Wait a Minute, our new and improved, hopefully, organization, which will not be related to Roots Above, but there may be some things that are similar. I'm never going to turn my back on on kids that are at risk. I'm never going to stop trying to help people, trying to, make the world a better place. There will be a podcast coming up soon about that, making the world a better place from your circle. Let the ripple go on. There's a lot that I want to say and do. That there's a lot that a podcast will open up so that we can reach more people in more places, and hopefully that'll be a big deal. I'm hoping that this is going to be the start of an amazing thing. It's a new project. It's everything about it is new for me. Everything about it is like it's like unfamiliar waters, unfamiliar territory. I really don't know where we're going with all this, but I do think that it's a done deal. I do think it's a thing that is actually going to happen. It's actually going to be a thing, and I want it to be a thing. I want to know that I'm doing the right thing and all that jazz. So, Wait a Minute is the name of the podcast, but it's also the name of our new project. So anything we do from here on until further notice is going to be under the name Wait a Minute. And like I said, Roots Above is retired for the moment. It doesn't mean that we'll never do anything Roots Above again. It just means that it's on the shelf. It's something that needs to be take a rest, and we'll see what happens from there. So I'm excited about our podcast. They're going to cover a lot of things. It's not necessarily going to be a Christian podcast. It's going to be a podcast by Christians. So we're going to have discussions about things, good, bad, and ugly. We're going to have, I'm going to give a lot of editorial stuff, and it's not looking for an argument. It's looking for intelligence. It's looking for people that want to discuss things, not people that want to argue about them. No condescension, no condemning, just conversation. If that happens, I'll be pleased. I will have exactly what I wanted. And so, the title of our first podcast is Then I Said Damn. And it's exactly what it sounds like. During the course of this mental illness / emotional disaster / clinical depression / PTSD, compassion fatigue, I found out that PTSD can act like remove your filters. So you say bad words easily, they just kind of fly out, and then you wish you could put them back, but you can't. And I found out that those things, I found out it was a common thing with PTSD, but I was like, man, it sounds more like Tourette's to me, because things just fly out of my mouth. So it's going to be based on that, but about judging people when you don't know anything about what's going on with them. In my case, PTSD. If you hear me say something bad, try not to judge me, because I've lived my life trying to do good things and trying to be a good person, and didn't swear, didn't drink, didn't do all those things, didn't smoke, and if I say one bad word in front of somebody, it's going to be like, I knew it. So I don't get the same grace that everybody else does, but I will say, as far as I'm concerned right now, Then I Said Damn is going to be more about judgment and not judging, and understanding and misunderstanding, than it is really going to be about PTSD or anything related thereof. It's really not just about saying bad words. It's about judging before you know the story. Judging because you don't understand the story. And so I'm expecting there to be a lot of things that I may not be able to explain clearly, but it'll be, I will have my engineer / partner with me who can add to, take away, whatever, clean up, jumpstart me when I'm stammering around. So it's not an effort that I'm alone in. It's not something that's going to be just me. I actually am starting off with somebody that wants to help, somebody that's into the mission, into the project as much as I am. So all that out there and all that just like floating in the air and saved in my phone, hopefully this will help me keep a focus. And if it never hits the air for other people to hear, that's fine, because sometimes I just need to hear it from myself. So if I start getting down and I don't know what I'm going to do, I can just go back and listen or watch this video and say, hey, you know what, I said it myself, so this is what I'm going to do. So anyway, I really want to make a difference in the world. I really want to make this something that's positive. It doesn't always have to be about Christian things, but it should always have a Christian morality and Christian base. And there won't be preaching, there won't be certain things unless I get moved to do that day. But we're going to be doing what we feel, and this particular project is, I want to say, no holds barred. I'm going to say things and do things that some people will be shocked about, and they're just going to have to, my grandma used to say, if you said somebody was going to be mad, she said, well, they'll just have to get glad, because that's the way it is, that's kind of the way this is going to be. I hope not to make too many people mad, but if they do get mad, they're just going to have to get glad, because this is going to be the way this is. It's going, this is not someone else's project. This is a mission/project that's been on my heart for months and months, and even before everything went to hell in a handbasket in my life, it's been something that was on my mind that I wanted to get into. I felt like I needed to get into, and sometimes God has to push us out of what we're comfortable with and what we love to bring us on to the next good thing, and I'm looking forward to that. I really want to have an exciting thing to share with you. So all of that out there, and on a recording for me to watch myself and encourage myself and keep myself focused. This is Wait a Minute, and I am Wade McAllister.